graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Edwardsville High School. And welcome into this live broadcast from Edwardsville High School as we are back to some girls basketball as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. My name is Todd Duke. Chris Kettler will be along here in just a moment as we welcome you in to the LC's Pub pregame show here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great services served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. You can call in for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. Well, the K-Hawks come into this contest with an overall record of 8-7. They are 3-1 in Southwestern Conference play, and they are under their fourth-year head coach, Colin Moore, who now has a record of 41 wins and 55 losses. Edwardsville, they are 6-9 on the year and 2-2 in the Southwestern Conference, and they are coached by Brian Young, and he is in his first year as the head coach here for the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. Well, the Lady K-Hawks return to the regular season schedule after finishing in 6th place in the MICDS Holiday Tournament with with losses to Kirkwood and MICDS. The MICDS game took overtime to decide a winner in the 5th place game. Collinsville was down 31-24 heading into the fourth quarter of that game before the Lady K-Hawks outscored the Lady Rams 19-12 in that fourth quarter to send that game into overtime, where the Lady Rams then outscored Collinsville 8-6 to pull out the two-point win and send Collinsville to a 6th place finish in that tournament. The Lady K-Hawks' lone win in the tournament was a 41-29 win over Lafayette. Collinsville returns to regular season action with 3 straight road games. Edwardsville tonight, then a trip to Waterloo on Monday, and then Alton on Tuesday. And Collinsville comes into tonight's contest 2-2 in their last 4 games. Edwardsville is going through another year that the Lady Tigers basketball program is unaccustomed to. For the second year in a row, Edwardsville has entered the month of January with a losing record. However, the Lady Tigers come into tonight's game riding a 3-game win streak with a 63-41 win here Tuesday night over East St. Louis. and that win followed a 2-2 record for the Lady Tigers at the Visitation Christmas Tournament, where Edwardsville finished in 13th place out of 16 teams. Edwardsville lost their first 2 games of that tournament with a 55-27 loss to Hickman, a 43-37 loss to Highland, before back-to-back wins, a 66-46 win over Westminster and the 62-43 win over Nerinx Hall in the 13th place game. That final score was 62-43. Had a chance just a moment ago to catch up with Collinsville Lady Kahok head coach Colin Moore, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the LC's Pub pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KayokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Back to covering some girls basketball. We're at Edwardsville tonight for a big Southwestern Conference matchup. And joining us now is Collinsville Lady Kahok head basketball coach Colin Moore. First of all, let's find out how your holidays went, man. How was everything with the family?
Crazy with 3 little boys, but it was fun. Good times with the family. You know, we had a fun Christmas tournament for the girls. Watched a couple of the boys' games with my family. Just a fun, good break to be with the family and friends.
All right, let's talk about that MICDS tournament and tell me about the experience across the river.
First game was just, I would say, uncharacteristically. We shot very poorly from girls that usually don't shoot that poorly. Kind of put ourselves in a bad spot. Lost that first round game to Kirkwood. I wouldn't say we played bad. We just didn't shoot well that night. Bounced back and beat Lafayette in the next game. And then truthfully played a great game in the against MICDS, who's a very good team. We're up 3 in overtime, missed a shot, turned the ball over, and then they just kind of iced it on us. But it was very competitive. It was nice to play a nice competitive basketball game.
All right, let's talk about that Kirkwood game for just a second. One good, one bad. Talisha Gilmore, double-double, plus she had 5 block shots, plus 4 assists, so she had a good game.
Yeah, Talisha's been playing well. We just keep harping on her that as much as she's playing well, if you were watching that game live, she could have had 35, 40 points. Once the shots weren't going in, there was a lot of lack of focus with all the girls, and it just kind of got away from us. But I think some of the shots they were missing, it was just so uncharacteristic. They were just kind of like baffled. It was just kind of a weird experience day after Christmas. It's kind of an odd game.
Yeah, that takes me to the next odd thing that happened. It was very strange looking at the line score and the stats from that and seeing that Ella Guerrero had 0 points. I don't think I've ever seen her have 0 points in an entire game.
Yeah, I'll give her a lot of credit that game. She didn't stop shooting. She took a lot of good shots, and she was very frustrated with herself, which as a coach, you're happy, one of your better players, senior leaders, is upset when they play bad. It means she cares. It means she wants to do well for the team. But it was definitely odd to see her not make a three-pointer.
All right, well, she kind of straightened things out the next game against Lafayette. Ended up with 13 points, 3 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 9 from three-point range. So she did turn it around.
Yeah, and once Ella can score or Carson can score, it's just the same thing that's kind of been going on all year. Then it's less people to double-team Talisha, basically. So we got to get somebody to make an outside jump shot. She definitely bounced back, though.
Only a 10-point difference in the 2 losses, so your team was in it during the losses.
Yeah, they were close games. It's just kind of like we in the girls' time. We don't get to play a ton of close games. It seems like we're either beating people by 10 to 20, 30, or we're on the other end. So those close games, I'm glad we get to play them. We yet to have all our girls healthy at the same time to get a steady flow, but they worked really hard. They were fun games to be a part of.
All right, the MICDS game that ended up going to overtime, you guys had to come back in that fourth quarter to send it to overtime. So take us through the fourth quarter and then take us into overtime.
Yeah, we were down 10 points. And I guess as a coach, the best part about that game is the day before we worked on some free throw transitions. And with about 11 seconds left, we got the ball up the court and scored in about 4 seconds to tie the game and send it to overtime. So it definitely showed the girls that they buy in and work hard at practice that can reflect in the games. Overtime, we hit a 3, we hit another 3. We were up 3 points with about 2:30 to go. I had a wide open three-pointer right in front of me, rimmed in and out, and then we didn't score again. So it just kind of was a rough way to finish the game.
All right, so all in all, do you think that experience over there helped you going forward?
Yeah, to play 2 close games, or actually 3 close games, really definitely set us up for what we're looking to do tonight and try to get another conference victory.
All right, well, let's talk about tonight. You have the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. They've kind of owned Collinsville for a number of years, but they're having a little bit of a down year. So what is it going to take for you at the head coaching position, looking for your first win and the girls' first win against Edwardsville?
Yeah, this Edwardsville team, and they're very scrappy. They do a lot of things right. Play a very tough schedule based on kind of their history and tradition of the program. I think the records, even though they're under 500, we're 1 game over. I think they're 2 pretty evenly matched teams. We focused hard on trying to guard their ball screens properly. We spent, numerous practices trying to talk about it, how we want to guard certain things. If we execute, I think we can stop them a little bit. It's just literally going to come down to who makes more shots, I think, tonight.
All right, so tell me what you want to see out of your girls. I know it's been a while since you played. They got to knock some rust off, so what are you looking for?
To just do things right. The things we do at practice are starting to, turn around. They're seeing some success in the game. They're starting to believe in each other a little bit. And, they have a big goal. I told them if you're from Collinsville and you can't get excited to play Edwardsville, then you didn't grow up in Collinsville. So they're definitely excited to play. It'll be a fun atmosphere. It's always a lot of people come to the game in Edwardsville. Just really hoping they play hard, and no matter what happens, just don't work through adversity.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
As Colin Moore, your Collinsville Lady Kahok head basketball coach. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show, and when we come back, we'll set the starters for you and some stats. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
And once again, we welcome you back to Edwardsville High School. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you as Collinsville and Edwardsville get ready to hook up here in a Southwestern Conference battle. And a very good evening to you, Mr. Chris Kettler. How are you?
Good evening, Todd. Yeah, doing all right. It's another beautiful Thursday out here. We've enjoyed the Holiday Classic last week very much, and now we're ready for some.
You recovered?
Yeah, I'm definitely recovered. We're back at school, and we're good to go here. We're at to watch the girls' team here for the first time since last week. I caught their first game at MICDS. Struggled shooting a bit in that game, but they were able to get one win over there last week.
All right, we are underway, and as we go along, we'll give you the starters here. Here is Katie Bardwell over to Ella Guerrero. Three-point shot right off the bat. That one's a little too strong. Gilmore gets the rebound and kicks it back outside. Collinsville will start all over again. Here is Bardwell over to Guerrero. Guerrero will dribble once, gives it to Gilmore just outside the lane. Now to Mode. Back to Gilmore underneath the basket. She gets double teamed. Kicks it back out to Mode. Over to Guerrero. Ella with a one-arm slingshot pass over to Mode. Up underneath Gilmore. One bounce off the glass. Good for two. And that is how we get going.
Gilmore lost her step there a little bit, receiving that pass inside. Recovered by putting the dribble down and laid it in there finally. Chaos finally got those points after some good ball movement.
There are the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. Their first trip down the court on offense is going to end up being a turnover, so that'll give us time to get the starters for you. Lily Carlisle, the 5'5 junior. Ella Guerrero, the 5'5 senior. Katie Bardwell, the 5'9 senior. Carson Mode, the 5'10 junior. And Talisha Gilmore, the 6'1 junior. Your starting five for Collinsville. Blakely Hackett, the 5'9 junior. Ellie Neath, the 5'5 junior. Lainey McFarland, a 5'8 sophomore. Sophie Shapiro, the 5'7 freshman. And Mia Semith, a 6-foot sophomore, as the starting five for Collinsville. And now the Kahawks will turn the ball over, and we'll head back the other way. And high off the glass, no good, off of the hands of Blakely Hackett, and a foul called as well. And this one is going to go against Collinsville and Ella Guerrero, and that'll be the first foul here in the first quarter. We're just underway. The JV girls lost 61-25. They only scored 3 points in the second half, and 30 seconds after the fourth quarter started, Edwardsville got a big three-pointer from the wing, and that set off the running clock as it was a 31-point lead. Collinsville got outscored 15-2 in the third quarter and only scored 1 point from the free throw line in that fourth quarter, and Carly Call ended up with 13 points of Collinsville's 25 in that loss. Here is Collinsville, and here is Guerrero. We are tied 2-2. And up underneath the basket, Gilmore gets her hands back on the ball and can't get it to roll in. Kind of gave up on it after it started to roll. She kind of backed up and couldn't even be there for the rebound. So the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They bring it back up, and a shot by the Lady Tigers ends up in a rebound for Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Bardwell. Bardwell across the logo here at midcourt, gives it up to Lily Carlisle. Carlisle got a little shove from behind. Collinsville can't seem to hold on to the ball right now, and it's on the ground, and now we're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Edwardsville, so that will turn into another Kahawk turnover. We're tied at 2. We are just about 2 minutes through quarter number 1. 6:05 left to go here in this first quarter, and here come the Lady Tigers. They bring the ball up across the line, and that is McFarland, who shoots it out over onto the far side in front of the Kahawk bench to Shapiro. Now back over this way for Neath. Neath at the top of the key, gives it up, and a three-point. Was that a three-point shot, or was that a pass?
I think she was shooting, and Bardwell blocked it a bit there. Didn't travel that far.
Yeah. There is a pass underneath to Gilmore, knocked out of bounds by Edwardsville, so Collinsville will get to keep the ball. Kahawks haven't fared that well against the Edwardsville Tigers over the years. These two teams started their first year in girls basketball land in the same year. That would be the 1977-78 year. And Collinsville won that first matchup that first year against Edwardsville. They met for the first time in that 77-78 season. Collinsville won 66-39, but since then, it's been all Edwardsville. Edwardsville has 56 wins to Collinsville 17. You throw in the 1-7 playoff record against Edwardsville, and that is 63 wins for Edwardsville and 18 wins for Collinsville. The Kahawks won 6 in a row before Edwardsville won their first against Collinsville back in the day, if you will. And then after that, it's kind of been all Edwardsville. Here is Guerrero. Collinsville kept the ball in, almost threw it away again. Here is Guerrero once again. She's approaching over on the right wing, gives it up in the paint for Gilmore. Gilmore uses the glass and the rim and still can't get it to fall.
Finally, a good pass gets inside there, too.
Yeah.
Gilmore there, she just can't finish.
We are still stuck at 2-2 right now. That ball is out of bounds, and it's out of bounds because
they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul on Gilmore for pushing the Edwardsville Lady Tiger out of bounds, and that is against Hockett. No shooting foul, but it is the second foul for Collinsville as a team here in this first quarter. So an inbound pass will come in for Edwardsville. They'll swing it all the way around, and here is Shapiro. Shapiro over here to the wing for McFarland. Back out front for Shapiro, and Shapiro will send it over in front of the Kahawk bench once again to Neath. Neath will send it out for Hockett. Hockett will take a long, deep shot. No good. Collinsville is there with the rebound. Lady Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Lily Carlisle. Stops at the end of the scorer's bench, throws it across the way, trying to find Bardwell, but instead she finds the hands of Lainey McFarland. McFarland's shot won't go, but the next shot will, and that one belongs to Ellie Neath. And Edwardsville goes up by 2.
Both teams struggling with their shooting. Low scoring so far.
Yeah. Both teams are kind of struggling holding on to the ball as well. Each team with a couple of turnovers here early, and that ball's knocked out of bounds. Collinsville will get to keep it once again. And with 3:53 left, we have a 4-2 game. Tigers are up by 2. Bardwell will inbound right at the end of the scorer's table across the way. We're going to be here tomorrow night, too, for boys basketball, but we won't get here at midcourt. We've already been told that we have to set up in one of the corners tomorrow because they're expecting a packed gymnasium, and they don't want us standing here in front of people.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm expecting a large crowd here tomorrow.
Yeah. One bounce into the paint. Gilmore had the ball ripped out of her hands, and Collinsville turns the ball over again. Edwardsville brings it up, and they turn the ball over. The end of the game is Donasia Willis is checked into the game during that timeout during the free throw, I believe. Here is Guerrero. She'll launch a three-point shot. That one spins, but it won't fall. And the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They'll bring it up, and then they'll lose it.
Edwardsville trying to move the ball up too fast. The passes are there. Just there's not that much speed out there to catch up to that ball.
4-2 game still. I think we're in the bottom of the third.
Sloppy on both ends.
Yeah. Well, and as we mentioned in the pregame show with the coaches interview, it's been a while since the Lady Kahawks have played, so They got to knock off some rust, and I guess that's what they're doing here in this first quarter. Here's Guerrero again to the free throw line for Gilmore. Gilmore over to Bardwell. She'll launch a three-point shot. That one's a little short, and the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Back the other way we go. Down court and another turnover. Well, we have more turnovers than we do points.
Yeah, Edwardsville not even getting set up in their offense. They're quickly throwing the ball away. At least Collinsville trying to get set up, trying to get some entry passes into Gilmore, and they're not there connecting.
Just can't find the bottom of that basket right now either, and that ball is going to get knocked out of bounds. Collinsville will turn the ball over for the fourth time. Edwardsville has turned the ball over 6 times, and we have our first timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Edwardsville High School, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler with you. And now that I found my proper note, Collinsville got their first 12 wins of the 18 against Edwardsville from 1977 to 2000. Since then, Collinsville has 5 wins. So 5 wins since the turn of the century started against these Edwardsville Lady Tigers. We're going to try to change that here tonight. Almost a steal, but instead Willis runs right into Neath, and Willis will pick up a foul, and that'll be Collinsville's third here in this first quarter.
Neath nearly lost it, and Denasia was trying to beat Johnny on the spot there, get the ball, and just continued through. Neath knocked her down.
Yeah. Willis tried to put on the brakes, but just couldn't do it. Out to the top of the key, it goes to Hockett. Hockett will send it on over here for Neath. And Neath from the free throw line backs up to the top of the key again. Almost another turnover, and then it is a turnover as Ashley Giannini comes in and knocks the ball loose. And then she loses the ball, and back the other way we go. Here is Edwardsville once again, and here is Hockett. Hockett pulls up just outside, can't get the shot all the way to the basket, and there is Gilmore to take the 8th turnover away from the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. Now to Gilmore, deep out front, top of the key. Here is Giannini, dribble drive, almost traveled, and then kind of tripped over her own foot. That sent the ball reeling, and another turnover will send Edwardsville to the basket. No good, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Edwardsville. I thought Gilmore knocked that out. Yeah, the referee over here is saying it should go that way. And now the other referee who made the original call, no, he's going to have his mind changed by the gentleman over here on this near side sideline.
Yeah, there's no way you could have seen Gilmore kind of grabbing at it, and it rolled off her hand. Coach Moore just wants an explanation. He's satisfied with it.
Yeah. Edwardsville will make a couple of player changes as they bring in Lydia Struble as well as Molly Peel. And a lot of these Lady Kahawks names, or Lady Tigers names, I don't recognize. There's a big three-point shot from the outside for Mia Semeth. And Edwardsville now out to a 7-2 lead. Collinsville has been stuck at 2 points for a long time. And we have 1:17 left to play here in this first quarter.
Some ill-advised passes there. Make the easy pass, not the long cross-court pass. Nearly got knocked out of bounds there.
Here's Guerrero looking for some help. Finds it in the form of Willis, and Guerrero gets it right back. On the near sideline, deep outside the right wing. She'll take it into the slot area between the top of the key and the logo at center court. Here's Bardwell with it now in front of the Edwardsville bench. Outside now for Mode. She'll throw it up underneath, trying to find Willis, and that gets knocked out of bounds, and each team's turnovers are approaching the double-digit mark before we can even approach the double-digit mark on the scoreboard. A little bit of a rough start for both teams here, but Edwardsville has the 7-2 lead. Inbound pass comes in, and here is McFarland. Collinsville not putting any pressure on in the backcourt, so McFarland will bring it across the Edwardsville logo. Untouched, and that's high off the glass. Won't fall. Getting her own rebound, trying to put it back up was Semeth, but she got fouled in the process.
Good job.
Willis will pick up her second.
Good job there by Edwardsville. Cutting in underneath, just didn't finish. And the Cahoks failed to clean it up, get the rebound. Give Edwardsville a second chance here at the free throw line.
Here is Semeth at the free throw line, and that one's good. And for Semeth, 61.9% from the free throw line coming into this contest. Edwardsville has played 15 games on the year, but they only have stats on the STL site for 9 games, so I'm just going to give percentages here instead of totals. And now Semeth with 5 points, and Edwardsville has extended that lead out to 9-2. Here is Bardwell across the way to Carlisle. Carlisle sends it all the way up for Giannini. She'll launch a three-point shot. Collinsville can't hit their three-point shots right now. Rebound belongs to Gilmore. She puts it back up, and finally, some more points for Collinsville, and all 4 of them on the board belong to Gilmore. So Collinsville's only down by 5, yeah.
Good tough rebound there by Gilmore. She really got boxed out there, just reached her arms through and was able to get that rebound and put it in.
Here's Edwardsville once again. They'll bring it back out toward mid-court to Shapiro. Shapiro, she'll stand there with it for a little while as we're down to the final 10 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. She'll dribble her way through the paint, throw it up into the corner. And a dribble drive there, and a shot and a foul, and 2 shots coming up at the free throw line with 3.1 seconds left to play, and that one is going to be on Lily Carlisle, her first, team 5th. And, of course, those 5 fouls will reset when we change it over to the second quarter. And at the free throw line, Edwardsville right now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Can't tell who that is because of that ponytail. Points? No? Yes? And?
The number is 22.
22, okay. So that is Neath, and she made her free throw. So right now, Edwardsville is 6 for 6 from the charity stripe, and they have an 11-4 lead as we head into quarter number 2, and we're back with second quarter action in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a new place to catch the game with a cold drink and some great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all of the pro sports across the spectrum, and all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Edwardsville High School. 1 quarter of play in the books, 11-4 in favor of Edwardsville, and they just upped that to 13-4.
Picked her pocket and got the ball stolen from Guerrero, drove down there, got the easy layup, and Coach Moore didn't like that. He's going to talk to him here.
Yeah, it was a quick timeout right after we got right into the second quarter, 7:40 or 12 seconds in to the second quarter, and Coach Moore didn't like what he was seeing, so he's talking to all his girls, see if he can get them straightened out. They got to have the rust knocked off by now after the first quarter of play. Now they just got to calm down on the mistakes.
This is just not executing, not taking the easy pass. You know, Edwardsville can't be bringing that much pressure to start the quarter. Just set things up, work your offense here, and get ready for this quarter here. Let's have a good refresh start here.
That was Sophie Shapiro who scored that bucket. And that makes it a 13-4 game. Collinsville only 4 points in the first quarter. They're going to have to do better than that. They better get rid of the ball. That was close. Here is Guerrero. Edwardsville putting on some pressure there on that inbound pass, and Collinsville finally managed to get it in. And here's Guerrero getting over the line. And that was almost close to the 10-second violation as well. And now another thrown away ball.
There's 3 girls basically in there on Willis that they're throwing that pass into.
There's a 3-point try from the wing, and that one tickles the bottom outside of the net. Almost looked like it went in from this direction, but it did not. And once again, Edwardsville applying some backcourt pressure to try to keep Collinsville off their game here. Here is Bardwell. Bardwell in front of the scorer's table. Collinsville wants to bring back in Giannini and Gilmore at next opportunity. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero with a one-arm pass over to Carlisle. Carlisle bounces it into the corner to Mode. Mode brings it out from the corner and into the perimeter. She'll pull up and take a shot there, and that one won't go in either. And the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Here come the Lady Tigers, and that is McFarland. McFarland in front of the Collinsville bench gets it to Shapiro. Shapiro swings it over to Semeth. Semeth back over into the corner, closest to us, and that is Neath. Neath at the free throw line gets cut off by Carlisle. Almost another turnover there, but that ball is off the glass, and then Collinsville will end up with the rebound. Rebounds are dead even at 5 apiece, and the turnovers are dead even at 8 apiece. Here is Mode. Into the paint she'll go, and she'll be fouled during the shot, so she will go up to the free throw line for 2. And Carson Mode on the year, 8 of 14 from the charity stripe. First foul of the game for Edwardsville, and it belongs to Blakely Hockett. And Mode up there trying to see if she can make a couple of free throws and get Collinsville a little bit closer.
Yeah, Mode trying to make a few things happen. Kicked out and took a shot last possession. Just didn't get the fall here, and this time she tries to drive in, draws the foul.
So Giannini will come back in. Guerrero will come back in. Willis and Carlisle to the bench for the Lady Kahawks. One more shot coming up here for Mode. And that one no good. And the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Tigers bring it back up quickly. Here is McFarland. And McFarland is fouled by Mode as she goes up for a shot. So Carson will pick up her first, team first here in the second quarter for Collinsville. And Lainey McFarland will go to the free throw line where she is a whopping 91.7% shooter. That one was smooth as silk.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
So one more for her. Through the first 9 games, she had a hit 11 of 12. I don't know what she's done in the other games that aren't on there, but she is showing that she is a 91% free throw shooter, and Edwardsville knocks that one out of bounds. Collinsville will see if they can capitalize on another Edwardsville turnover. Here is Mode across the way now to Guerrero, who will give it up to Bardwell. Collinsville bringing more people back in that backcourt so they can have a little better time transitioning over into the offense. Here's Bardwell at the free throw line. She'll take a shot and can't hit it. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Kahawks having a hard time getting that basketball to fall through that cylinder, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a good look from the free throw line. You just gotta knock that down.
Yeah, here's McFarland. She'll go to the free throw line of her own self. Out to the top of the key, it goes to Hockett. Hockett over on the far side to Neath. Neath will dribble and drive from the free throw line, runs right into Gilmore, and that is out of bounds. And the 10th turnover of the game for Edwardsville will give Collinsville another opportunity to try to dent this 13-5 game.
Neath just dribbled herself into triple coverage there, didn't know what to do, and just threw the ball up and out of bounds. Can't throw this one away.
It just won't stop, man. The turnover battle is a big battle going on right now, and Edwardsville can't finish, and now we're going to have a foul as Gilmore came down with the rebound and then had her arm chopped. And that'll belong to Shapiro, her first, team second. And Collinsville will inbound from underneath of the opposition's basket. Guerrero will trigger the inbound as Giannini and Mode go out. And Carly Call and Lily Carlisle will come in. Carly Call had the most points in that JV game for Collinsville that they lost in that running clock fourth quarter with 13. 13 of the 25 points that Collinsville put up. See if she can help out this varsity club right now, get some baskets to fall. Here is Bardwell. Bardwell from the right wing to the top of the key, gives it up to Carlisle. Carlisle directing some traffic over there in the corner, bounces a pass out to Bardwell. She gets a little separation and bounces a pass to Carly Call. Back to Bardwell it goes, into the corner, and Lily Carlisle needed every bit of her 5'5" height to make sure that one didn't go out of bounds. Here is Bardwell. Bardwell backs all the way up toward the scorer's table and then hands the ball off to Carlisle. Carlisle uses Gilmore as a screen, hands the ball off to Guerrero. Guerrero back over to Bardwell, and Bardwell from in front of the Edwardsville bench will give it back to Guerrero. 4:35 left to play here in this first half. Into the corner we go for Lily Carlisle, out to the top of the key. Gilmore thought about the three. Now she's going to take it just a little bit short, and the rebound belongs to Edwardsville.
That might have been the best look you were going to get. Edwardsville's playing some great defense there. Kahok's weren't finding any looks. You can't blame Gilmore for taking that shot. That's probably the best shot you were going to get.
There's a underhand try that doesn't fall for Edwardsville. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Hawks bring it back up. Guerrero into the corner once again, and a foul, a push from behind, as I believe that was Hockett over there who pushed Call out of bounds. And all of a sudden, Edwardsville has 3 fouls here in the second quarter, and we are just about halfway through it. Carson Mode comes back in. Katie Bardwell goes to the bench, and Mode will inbound right at the end of the scorer's table and the beginning of the Edwardsville bench. Does so into the backcourt for Guerrero. Guerrero dribbles and drives, gives it up to Mode. Mode into the perimeter, underhand pass to Call. Carly stops just off the free throw line and gives it back up to Guerrero. Guerrero in front of the Edwardsville bench. Slingshot pass to Mode, who gives it up to Call. Carly, one dribble on the right wing, gives it back to Carson Mode. Mode, she'll dribble and then give it up on the far side. Into the corner we go for Call. Call drives baseline. Underhand shot won't make it up to the basket. And the rebound, Gilmore fought for it, got it, overshot it, and then that one finally falls in for Carly Call. And Collinsville, been a while since they've got a 2-point bucket. They get one there, and the Kahawks are down 13-7. 3-point shot from the corner, no good for Edwardsville. Collinsville gets the loose ball, and they'll bring it back up court. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero over to Mode. Mode bluffing a pass, brings it out to the right wing, over to the left side, into the corner, Carly Call again. Call dribbles her way out and then gives it up to Carlisle, to Guerrero, back to Carlisle, into the corner for Call. Collinsville moving the ball around a little better this time, but then as soon as I open my mouth, they turn the ball over again. Here is a one-bounce drive and a basket there by Mia Semeth. And Semeth now up to 7 points. And Edwardsville gets those 2 points back, but Collinsville has an answer with Gilmore, and Gilmore now has 6 points on the night.
Everybody beat Edwardsville up the court there. Found Gilmore's center of the paint there, and she lays it in.
There is Edwardsville. 2.5 minutes left to go here in this first half, all the way back near midcourt. Now they'll bring it up onto the wing for Lane Logan, the 5'7" junior, into the game for the first time. Over here on the wing for Neath. Neath back out to the top of the key, and a 3-point shot by Molly Peel is good. Collinsville still looking for their first 3-point bucket of the night. Edwardsville's second there, and a 18-9 game. Here is Gilmore, kicks it back outside. Guerrero thought about that three, brought it back down. No look pass to Gilmore. Spin move in the paint, takes the shot, good for 2 more.
That's a tough move from a top player, and Gilmore there spins Semeth out of her shoes there and knocks down the shot.
Collinsville down by 7 on the outside wing. Now back out to the top of the key. Here is Semeth. 3-point shot, no good. And the rebound being fought for. Jump ball called. Possession arrow remains in favor of Edwardsville.
Yeah, Gilmore had it. She didn't need to let it go. I think she was waiting for the whistle. She's been strong down here on the offensive glass. Really fought for one down there and led to a score.
Blues trailing Vancouver at home 1-0, but I just saw that Robert Thomas is going to the All-Star game for the Blues. Every team's got to have one representative. Thomas, a pretty good choice, but the voting is now open if you would like to send some more Blues into the All-Star game. That one off the glass, and good for 2 points there for Gabby Cook, who's into the game for the first time. So Edwardsville trying to answer every time Collinsville gets a basket. There you go, Ella Guerrero. Not going to be scoreless tonight, as she was in that first game versus Kirkwood in that MICDS tournament. I was shocked when I saw that stat sheet, and she had 0 points for the night.
Yeah, that was a tough shooting game for the Kahawks.
Yeah, there's a loose ball. Collinsville, do they want it? And now we're going to have a little foul, a little hip check over here, up against the boards, if you would. That one's going to go against Molly Peel.
Right along the sideline there. Giannini, good job staying with it. Draws the foul from Peel. Edwardsville up to their 4th foul. We're going into the last minute of the second quarter, but if the Kahawks can draw another one, they'll go to the line.
Yeah, 4th foul for Edwardsville. Collinsville only has 1 this quarter after having 5 in the first quarter. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero with a one-arm pass over to Mode. Mode just outside the lane, dumps it off to Gilmore, and Gilmore is fouled. So there's that 5th foul. Somebody's going to go to the free throw line.
Gets the ball into Gilmore in there and
no.
Triple teamed. This should be shots. Just let everybody catch up here. 2 shots for Gilmore.
That's 2 fouls against Lainey McFarland now. And Gilmore at the free throw line, 53.2% on the year. She's already taken 111 free throw shots on the year. That's a lot. And that one's good.
Improve that free throw percentage. That could really add to the point totals for the Kahawks.
Collinsville down by 6, 20-14, 49.5 seconds left to play here in this first half. And Gilmore makes both.
Nice to get a stop here. All the Kahawk struggles in this first half.
Yeah.
Get a stop here and maybe get another one more shot. Down 5 or less.
Yeah, already down 5, so I'll go for less. Over onto the far side wing in front of the Kahawk bench. That is Logan. Logan out front now for Cook. Edwardsville has a deep bench. They bring all these girls out. Almost every one of these girls on my roster is going to play tonight. Dribble drive by Lydia Struble and a foul on Lily Carlisle. Nope, they're going to call that one against Mode.
I think on Giannini, gets her the foul. Kahawks can foul 2 more times before they put Edwardsville on the line, unless they foul in the shot, of course.
Edwardsville making some wholesale player changes here as they bring Ellie Neath back into the game. Also Lainey McFarland. And one more there, Shapiro. Back out onto the wing it goes, though. Here is Semeth. Semeth over into the corner, and Neath will launch a 3-point shot. That's a little short, but the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They put it back up, still can't get it to fall. And now a ball out of bounds, and Collinsville will indeed get to have a chance to dent that 5-point lead.
Yeah, so get this down to a 1-score game going into halftime.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Foul on Edwardsville will send Collinsville to the line. Final
Here
seconds
is
here.
Mode, and we approach 10 seconds left to play here in this first half. Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up next. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero to Carlisle. Carlisle, got to get rid of it. You got to start thinking about shooting here, and Gilmore does at the buzzer, but that's way off the mark, and that is the way that the first half comes to a close. Collinsville trailing 20-15. Time now for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Brought to you by Woods Basement Systems, all things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Woods Basement Systems, give them a call at their Collinsville headquarter location. That number is 618-708-4055. We will see what we can find as far as scores go for you. And we'll be back to tell you all about that and the first half of this game right after a timeout here on the Woods Basement Systems halftime show on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the four-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are at halftime. Edwardsville has a 21-15 lead. Not a lot of scores to tell you about because this game started so early. Everything else is like just underway or maybe halfway through the first quarter. So there's not a lot to tell you about, except for I can tell you that the Blues are losing 1-0 at home to Vancouver at the end of the first period. And here is how this one is stacking up. 21-15. Collinsville outscored 11-4 in that first quarter, and the Edwardsville Tigers had a 7-point lead, and now it's just a 6-point lead as Collinsville outscored Edwardsville in that second quarter. I thought it was 20, 11-10, because I had 15. I wrote down 20-15 on my paper, and then I look up and it says 21. I know. That's what I'm saying, too. Where'd the extra point come from? I'll do some adding here, and I'll figure out what's going on. Maybe somebody accidentally hit a button or something. I have no idea. At any rate, leading scorer for Collinsville and in this game right now is Talisha Gilmore. She has 10 points, 2 points apiece for Ella Guerrero and Carly Call. And Carson Mode has 1 point for Edwardsville. 7 points for Mia Simeth, 4 points for Ellie Neath, 3 points for Molly Peel, 2 points apiece for Gabby Cook, Sophie Shapiro, and Blakely Hockett, and then 1 point for Lainey McFarland. Collinsville being out rebounded by 1, that's 9-8. Also by 1, Collinsville is being out turnovered, if you will, if that's a word. Edwardsville has 11 turnovers, Collinsville has 10. Kahawks are 0 for 4 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Edwardsville is 2 of 5. And from the free throw line, Edwardsville a robust 7 of 8, and Collinsville is 3 for 4. And that is a look at your Woods Basement Systems halftime show. One more break coming your way, and then third quarter action is what we'll have coming up for you next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Once again, welcome back to Edwardsville High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. I guess it is 21. We added up the total points, and it's 21. I don't know why the scoreboard said 20-15, but
that's what it said at halftime.
Yeah,
so, but
I guess
they've got it right.
I guess they added up stuff in the scorebook just to make sure, and they were missing a point, so it is 21-15. Collinsville down by 6. Kahawks start off with the ball first. Here is Guerrero into the backcourt, being watched closely there by Sophie Shapiro, and across the line it goes to Mode. Mode dribble and drives and kicks it in the corner. Lily Carlisle wide open for three. Can't get it to fall in, though. Man, oh, man.
Good looking shot there.
Sure was.
Just got to get that to fall in. Got to be a big shot to spark some momentum for the second half.
Clay Smith thought it was in, man. He's across the way, and he stood up out of his seat with the field goal sign in football and then had to sit back down. Over in the other corner it goes now. Edwardsville in front of their bench. They'll bounce the ball up, and at the free throw line, that is Hockett. And Hockett will get rid of it without bouncing it. And a three-point shot, that's going to miss everything. Carlisle got the loose ball, and Collinsville will bring it back up, seeing if they can dig into this 6-point lead. Here is Mode to Gilmore. Puts on a nice move, high off the glass, good for two, and Collinsville gets a little closer.
She faked inside and kicked it back out and was able to easily lay it off the glass and in.
21-17, Collinsville down by 4. Here is Neath. Ellie Neath. Outside it goes once again now for Simeth. Simeth dribbles into the paint and gets stopped in short tracks by Gilmore. Ball on the ground, jump ball called. Possession arrow. Why is it every time there's a jump ball called, the possession arrow is in favor of Edwardsville?
Kahawks have gotten it start each quarter. So we have one jump ball. So that's how it goes.
Yeah, I guess.
Kahawks
just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence. It's just after the quarter every time.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that possession arrow switched directions, so if we get another jump ball, it'll be Collinsville's ball, but no need for a jump ball when you force a turnover. 13th turnover for Edwardsville. They bring it up to Guerrero. If we can get her on fire, we'll be in there. Here is Gilmore. Over by the free throw line, gives it up now into the corner from Mode to Carlisle. Back to Mode, trying to force a pass, and another jump ball called. Now Collinsville will get to keep it. Or is that a foul? They're going to call a foul, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to go with the foul here. Good
Yeah.
job by Gilmore just to hold on to that ball. Lots of pressure there. It could have been a tie-up, but they call the push in before the tie-up.
Blakely Hockett with her second. Here is Guerrero at the top of the key. To Gilmore into the corner. Carlisle, another three-point try. That one tips off the rim as well. Man, Collinsville can't buy a three-pointer right now. They're 0 for 6. Here comes Edwardsville after another rebound off a missed three-pointer. That one will not fall in. Rebound this time belongs to Gilmore, who gives it up to Bardwell. Bardwell across the logo at midcourt here. Backs up and stays near the logo and then brings it out. And now a foul is going to be called. And this one's going to go against Lainey McFarland. And for McFarland, that'll be her third. Already 2 fouls here in the early portions of this third quarter. So we'll see if that bodes well for Collinsville a little bit later on. And out of the game goes McFarland. And coming in instead, I don't know. I can't tell. The numbers on the fronts of these jerseys are kind of small. That's Molly Peel. Here is Guerrero. Dribbles with that left hand over to the left wing. Underhand giveaway for Gilmore. She just kind of smiles and hands it back. I don't want this. Here's Guerrero. And she tried to force a pass into Willis. That's ill-advised. 11th turnover for Collinsville. Edwardsville almost stepped out of bounds with it. And now across the way, here is Shapiro. Shapiro from the baseline will kick it back outside now for Neath. Neath over into the far side corner for Peel. And Peel gets trapped in a double team, gets rid of it in the corner. 3-point shot from the wing. That one's a little too strong. And the rebound belongs, yeah, that's a nice rebound. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. All the way out front to Shapiro. Shapiro, right-hand dribble, onto the wing, brings it all the way back to the top of the key, and gives it to Semeth. Semeth backs up a little bit toward that midcourt stripe. 5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville still trailing by 4. Edwardsville has yet to score here in this third quarter. We'd like to keep it that way just a little bit longer. Here is Shapiro. Bounces into the corner for Hockett. Up underneath the basket and high off the glass. And that one belongs to Semeth, and that's the first points here in this second quarter, or in this second half, excuse me, for Edwardsville. And
Janine looks to drive baseline there. She wanted to kick it back out. The only one there was Willis. She couldn't handle it. The pass was beyond her.
Kahok's looking for their first win against Edwardsville since December the 3rd of 2015. That game at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Collinsville won 70-68 on a last-second shot by Caitlin Fisher. Last time, Collinsville has beat Edwardsville.
That ended Edwardsville's 89-game winning streak in the conference.
Yeah, oh man, a 3-point shot from the corner. Molly Peel picks up her second 3-pointer of this game. And all of a sudden, Edwardsville is now back out by 9. And another whistle. And we'll have a foul. This one's going to go against Hockett. That'll be her third. So Collinsville got as close as 4, and now it's back to 9. Edwardsville only has 2 baskets here in this third quarter so far, but Collinsville has only managed to find 1. Inbound pass comes into Carlisle. Carlisle from the near sideline gives it back to Bardwell. Bardwell from the left wing. Thought about going to the top of the key, reverses direction, gives it back to Carlisle. Carlisle trying to bounce a pass in to Bardwell, and Bardwell's like, I didn't do anything. What are you calling a foul on me for?
Look at the foul. I think she was stepped out of bounds, and while she did that, she got a hand in on the ball. They didn't get a foul on her. They're just going to call it out of bounds.
All right. Edwardsville will call a timeout. It is a full timeout, so we'll step aside for 1 minute as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Back here at Edwardsville High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back along with you. A foul after the bucket, and the foul is going to belong to Giannini. That'll be her second. And the bucket belongs to Neath, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to turn that two-pointer into a three-pointer.
Edwardsville may look like they were going to inbound into the backcourt there. Neath just put on the speeds, went up the court there, got past Giannini and got the ball and laid it in there ahead of everybody.
And the three-point play is good for Edwardsville, and now all of a sudden it's a 12-point advantage for the Tigers. Here is Lily Carlisle. Still plenty of time, though. Got to calm down on the turnovers and got to start hitting these shots. Here is Mode. Mode, right-hand dribble, into the paint now for Gilmore, into the corner for Carlisle. She'll do a head fake, get it out of there, and now back to Carlisle into the corner and trying to find Gilmore, but just couldn't get it up there high enough. And Collinsville commits turnover number 13 to match the 13 on the board for Edwardsville. Here is Neath again, and she'll take a shot from an off angle, and that one falls in, and all of a sudden Edwardsville's running away with this.
Yeah, they're getting hot now. They've knocked down several shots in a row. That high floater got real lucky there and floated in.
There's a little underhand toss by Carlisle. She's on the board for the first time tonight.
Stops the bleeding a bit.
Yep, 31-19 though. Got to do a little bit more of that and a little bit more often.
10-0 run there by Edwardsville ends.
Here is Neath once again. Neath throws the ball up to the free throw line. Now onto the wing for Shapiro. Shapiro baseline over into the far side corner. Another three-point try there. And I think somebody needs to stop Molly Peel from shooting over there in that corner and leaving her wide open.
Well, they can't miss right now. Edwardsville knocking down everything.
Yep.
Inside
Here's
out
Gilmore
there.
with a three-point to answer, and that one's good.
There you go. I knew she could knock him down. She had one good look at it earlier. Edwardsville had a good, tough defensive possession. Knocks that one down, answers right back Edwardsville's three.
Collinsville's first three-pointer made here in this game, and a pickup in the corner. That's into the hands of, I don't know, here's Peel again. She was a little,
that's tough angle.
Yeah, she was a little off in that baseline, and another shot from three-point land won't fall. And a loose ball, and it's still loose. We're playing a little volleyball, and now we're going to get a timeout call. That ball was like in midair when he called timeout, wasn't he?
I guess you just got to know when the ref thinks he called timeout, and maybe they had it secured enough, and he's going to grant the timeout to Brian Young.
Full timeout once again, so another 60-second break coming your way here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
Back here at Edwardsville High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you, 34-22. Edwardsville has the lead, and they have the ball. And a one-drive shot. Yeah, Edwardsville's just hitting everything right now.
That was just a little one-arm shot.
Yeah.
Went to her left, and that floated on in.
Collinsville having a hard time hitting theirs. Edwardsville just can't stop hitting theirs, and there's an answer.
Friendly roll
by Gilmore, yep. But Collinsville needs to find a way to go on a little bit of a run here, because if they keep on matching Edwardsville bucket for bucket, they're still going to be trailing.
Yeah, that 10-0 run for Edwardsville is really the distant difference here in this third quarter and in the game.
Yep, right now it's a 12-point lead here for Edwardsville. It was a 2-point lead when they got on that 10-0 run. And now out to the top, another three-point try. That one's no good. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They'll put it back up, and that one will fall in.
Mode with the position there. She just needs to block out there, hold her position. I might have called her for Edwardsville for a foul, but they get the bucket.
Here is Bardwell. Bardwell over to Mode, who gets it over to Gilmore. Gilmore, she'll launch another three-point shot, and that one just a little bit too strong. Almost made it in there, though. And Edwardsville brings it back up, looking for point number 40. 30 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. 38-24 in favor of Edwardsville. Over to Peel. No, that's not Peel. That's not a 10. That's an 11. That is Logan. Molly Peel's 30, by the way, not 10. All the way out to midcourt it goes. And I don't have a 32 on my roster, so I have no idea who that is. I just got the roster emailed to me yesterday. And the buckets just continue to fall here. That is Ellie Neath, and that is at the end of the third quarter, 40-24 in favor of Edwardsville, and we are back with fourth quarter action in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Ellie Neath commits a foul right after the inbound pass here by Collinsville. That'll be her first, team first here in this fourth quarter. And Colt 55 scores for the Blues in the second period, and they are tied 1-1. And another turnover by Collinsville turns into another 2 points for Ellie Neath and the Edwardsville Tigers. And Collinsville in a little bit of trouble here as they are now down by 18 points. Just to think, just a little while ago, this was a 2-point game.
Yeah, Edwardsville's gotten real hot. I don't know the last time they missed a shot.
I know.
Kahok's have knocked down a few themselves, but Edwardsville's gotten on a roll here. Coach said he thought it would come down to who could knock down some shots, and
Edwardsville's definitely done that here lately, and they
difference here in the second half.
Yeah, they took about 3 minutes before they scored their first point of that third quarter, and since then they haven't missed a couple of three-pointers, but anything other than that, they've pretty much hit everything they've thrown up there. They could probably close their eyes and turn their backs and throw it up there, and it might fall in right now. 42-24. Edwardsville has the lead. Told you the last time Collinsville beat Edwardsville was in 2015. That was 8 years ago. Last time Collinsville won here, 17 years ago, January 9th of 2006.
Hot shooting continues there. Seventh nails that 3.
That's her second 3 of this game. And Edwardsville continuing to pour it on now. Here is Guerrero, slingshot pass over to Willis. Back out front to Guerrero, but that's going to go into the backcourt. Guerrero saves it, but Gilmore finally got out there first. Here is Carson Mode with a 3-point shot. That one hits the fat part of the iron, goes straight up into the air, and falls in. Collinsville's second 3-pointer of this night. And that just gets them right back to where they were, since that came on the heels of an Edwardsville 3-pointer. Into the paint. No one there, and here is Peel off the glass, good for 2.
Rhodes 3 isn't going to win any beauty points there, but they don't award those.
No.
Just has to go in.
Yeah, it did. One of those weird shots. We had a weird thing happen at the bowling match yesterday, man. That was, oh, there's a little floater by Guerrero.
Yeah, not usually see that out of her.
Yeah.
She's a sit-down shooter there and gets that floater in from near the free throw line.
One of the young men for O'Fallon last night, Bolin, threw the ball down the alley, and the 4-pin stayed standing upright and moved from the 4-pin position all the way across the lane and stopped in the 3-pin position. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen at a bowling alley. Well, that's not really true, but weirdest thing I've ever seen as far as bowling goes. Here's a steal, and off the glass, Hockett. I've seen some weird things at bowling alleys before.
Edwardsville getting some steals here.
Yep.
Started the quarter with one in a bucket, gets one there. Leads up to 20.
49 to 27, or excuse me, 29. And it is a timeout on the floor. We will step aside for a timeout as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Edwardsville High School. Tell you the truth, man, I came out here tonight thinking that Collinsville was going to break that 8-year-old streak against Edwardsville, because Edwardsville is not playing as well as they normally do. Not up to Edwardsville standards anyway, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Collinsville trailing by 20 with 5:20 left to play here in this fourth quarter. I know it's a big ask, but that's a lot of deficit to make up and not a lot of time to make it up in, and you can't stop turning the ball over, and that's not going to help. There's another loose ball, but Edwardsville finds the handle, and they'll go back to work on offense. 49-29, 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you like to think Collinsville just get out to kind of a lead, good shooting day, and weather that Edwardsville run that got up to 10-0 lead. Didn't do it since you're already behind, and now Edwardsville's able to play with a comfortable lead here in the final minutes of the game.
Well, looking for their fourth win in a row are the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. These two teams will meet again later this year at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. And we'll be there for that one, I believe. I have that one circled on my schedule. I always try to make sure I do Edwardsville-Collinsville games, no matter what they are, even if it was tiddlywinks. How about some shuffleboard, ping pong. Little give and go off the glass, and that's good for two for Shapiro. And Edwardsville continues to build onto that lead.
Yeah, just need to stay with it here. Be strong these final 4 minutes. Don't let Edwardsville get this running clock on at least.
Yeah, there's a foul as Bardwell went in after a nice pass from Carly Call. 17 points for Gilmore. I believe she's leading everyone, but right behind her is the 16 points by Simith. And here is Bardwell at the free throw line, and she'll hit the first one. And that's her first points of the night. Katie on the year, 60.9% from the free throw line. And the second shot also goes in. And Collinsville, once again, draws to within 20. 51-31, 4:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Edwardsville brings the ball up. Well, we're going to be done early tonight, man, because of that JV game.
It was you weren't there last night for the boys. It was
no, I heard, though.
Pretty quick one,
yeah.
Too. A couple running clocks.
I heard what did Zach say? It was 54 minutes total. The game took 54 minutes to play. Something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely before 8:30, and we started about a minute or two early.
Into the corner it goes for Edwardsville. They'll skirt it across the paint, give it up on the baseline. Shot's a little short, but Gilmore is going to get charged with a foul. It'll be her second.
I think this new foul rule with the 5 fouls really adds to that. It seems like a lot of games have been quicker.
Yeah, no more 1-and-1s. So that probably takes a little less time off the clock. A miss from the free throw line for Blakely Hockett. She went 2 for 2 in the first half from the charity stripe. One more shot from there, and that one is in. 52-31 in favor of Edwardsville. Collinsville brings it up. Here's Bardwell again. Bardwell hands it off to Guerrero. Guerrero just outside the lane will underhand it to Willis. Willis will give it back to Bardwell. Bardwell splits the defense, takes it up, and can't get it to roll in. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. That's their 15th rebound. Collinsville's been stuck at 12 for a while. Edwardsville right in front of their own bench. And a little dribble drive there. And back over to this side of the floor for Shapiro. Shapiro then finds Semeth. Semeth, left-hand dribble, takes it all the way back out to midcourt, reverses over to the right hand. Edwardsville now really just interested in wasting time. Time is not the friend of the Collinsville Kahawks right now. Collinsville trails by 21. Here is McFarland, and Collinsville will get a reaching foul in there, and that one's going to go against Giannini. And for Ashley, that'll be her third.
Just playing some tough defense. Got a little too handsy there. They'll eventually have to call that.
Mia Semeth inbounds. And Edwardsville goes back to work. Here is Neath. Neath throws it back up underneath outside for Hockett. And a three-point shot that falls a little short. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville, and the whistle will stop the action. This one's going to go against Hockett. Her fourth. Team's third, says the man with the microphone.
Gilmore was going to pull that one down anyway. Let's get the foul in called.
So Colton Pareko's goal in the second has tied it up 1-1. Vancouver's a good team. They're in first place, I believe, in their division. St. Louis has got a lot of tough first or second place teams coming up here over the next few weeks. And there is a three-point shot by Ella Guerrero. That's the first three-pointer she's made tonight. And it's a 52-34 game as we have 2 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. And here is Shapiro. Shapiro will get the ball right back, and a little underhand, good, +1.
Good job splitting the defenders there. Willis had to crash back in late, drew the foul.
Denasia Willis picks up her third foul. And a shot there misses by Shapiro. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. But Collinsville again trailing by 20. Over to Giannini on the wing for Bardwell. Up underneath, Willis off the glass, good for two. And Willis is on the board for the first time tonight.
Could have called a foul there too.
Yep, could have. I saw that.
Ref ate the whistle.
Here is Neath. Neath, top of the key. And that is Hockett who brings it back to where it started, but instead of Neath, it's Shapiro. Shapiro gets it back over to Neath. Neath dribbles away from that right wing. 1:15 to go here in this one. And then Neath will just take a leisurely stroll over toward the scorer's table. Willis tried to poke that ball out of there. Instead, it's going to go back to Hockett. Hockett will give it back to Neath. Neath in front of the scorer's table. 1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Mia Semeth has it in front of the scorer's table now. Back to the top of the key for Hockett. Hockett, Edwardsville, really not trying to score. They're trying to waste some time, but Hockett says, you're going to give me that much room in the paint, I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way to the hoop.
That's how they scored the last two times. Just all kinds of room down the middle. Lays it in.
There's Guerrero. Guerrero, no look pass. Gilmore high off the glass. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound pushed out of bounds by Edwardsville. Collinsville will get the ball back.
Waiting patiently for several minutes. Subs for Edwardsville. They'll actually end up changing out all five.
Yep. Sammy Reefsteck will check into the game. Right now, it's like the only number I can see. Numbers on the fronts of these jerseys are kind of small. I see Lane Logan. She's already been into the game, though.
21, we got 11.
21
30.
is Lydia Struble. 30 is Molly Peel. She's already been in there and hit some big three-pointers.
20 and 3.
And 20 is Gabby Cook. Edwardsville will hand the ball off, and a dribble drive by Struble. Struble at the free throw line for Cook. Will give it up now for Logan, and Logan high off the glass. Good for her first 2 points of this game. 58-36. Final seconds will tick off the clock. Bardwell will bring it across the line, and that is going to do it. So Collinsville will fall to the 500 mark at 8-8 on the year, while Edwardsville improves to 7-9. And it is now time for us to move into the post-game program, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks lose tonight 58-36. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Softwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahawk Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT Softwave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Collinsville falls tonight 58-36 to the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. And joining us now, assistant coach Katie Mitchell. How are you, my dear?
Would be doing better if we would have won, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I agree with that. How was the holidays for you?
They were good.
Yeah? All right, good. All right, so let's talk about just the varsity game. I don't really think you want to talk too much about the JV game, do you?
No, I'll pass on it.
All right, thank you. All right, so, man, I'm telling you what, I came here with high expectations tonight. I'm thinking we're going to break this 8-year-old streak that Edwardsville has against us, and we're going to do it this year. I was hoping we were going to do it here because not only has it been 8 years since we beat Edwardsville, it's been 17 years since we did it here on this floor. So I was really hoping that was going to happen tonight. But, man, things started out kind of wonky. No one could seem to hold on to the ball. Both teams were turning the ball over left and right. Baskets were hard to come by for you guys as well as Edwardsville, but then they went on that 10-0 run in that third quarter, man. That really spelled doom.
Yeah, absolutely. We came in with high hopes, too. We were excited. We got the girls pumped up yesterday at practice. You know, we tried the whole, we got to beat them. This is our chance. We can do it. And I talked to them about 8 years ago. I was on the team when we beat them, and I told them how exciting it was and how, like, good of a feeling it was and everything. But when you can't score, it's hard to win a game. So
yeah, when you can't hold on to the ball, it's hard to score.
Also that.
Yeah, because that was a lot of turnovers going on there. Really cold from outside the three-point stripe, too, early on. I mean, you ended up with, I believe, 3 of 9, but all 3 of those came in the second half, and one of those came from Gilmore. And she tried a few times and almost made a couple of them.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, Edwardsville, it was like I told Chris when we were on the air. I said, right now they could close their eyes, turn their backs to the basket, throw the ball up, and it would go in.
Yep.
And so you can't really do anything about that, can you?
Yeah, try different defense, see what you can do, but we tried it and didn't work. So sometimes when you're hitting them, and wish it would have been us. The roles would have been reversed, but that wasn't the case tonight.
Well, you know what? You got them again coming up in your place a little bit later on in the season, so we can worry about paybacks a little bit later on. Right now you got to concentrate on the next thing up, and the next thing up is back-to-back games with Waterloo and Alton on Monday and Tuesday. So what's going to be the focus in practice until then?
Probably shooting.
Yeah.
We try to focus on getting a lot of shots up. Coach Moore's really great at the pregame, watching the film and everything. He gets us ready pretty well. So we'll scout them. We'll get people in the right places, make sure we're doing the right thing, play the right defense, everything like that, and hopefully we can have a better result on Monday night.
Yeah, Carly Call ended up with 13 points in that JV loss, and she's earned herself some spots in this varsity program as well. What do you like about her game?
She works hard. You never have to ask the girl to work hard. She will always go in there and try her very best that she can. And she's a person that we can count on a lot of times to score. So it's good to be able to put her in there every once in a while for that.
And I put Janini in that category too, right?
Yeah, Janini works. So, I mean, she's like I don't even know.
Sponge?
I call her like a spider, kind
Yeah.
of like she's just all over the place. And again, yeah, she's always going to work hard. You never have to ask her to.
All right, dear. Thank you for the visit. We'll see you Tuesday in Alton.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, that is Katie Mitchell, one of the assistant coaches here for your Collinsville Lady Kahawks, and here's the numbers that we have for you. Leading scorer in this game actually played for Collinsville. That would be Talisha Gilmore. She had 17 points. That was one more than the highest score for the Tigers, and we'll get there in a second. So after Gilmore, no one else in double digits for Collinsville. Ella Guerrero was the closest with 7 points. 4 points belonged to Carson Mode. And then we had 4 points for Carson Mode, 2 points for Lily Carlisle, Katie Bardwell, Denasia Willis, and Carly Call. And then on the other side, leading scorer was Mia Semeth. She ended up with 16. Another double digits was Ellie Neath with 13, and Molly Peel not too far behind after 3 3-point shots, and she ended up with 11 points in the victory tonight. Blakely Hockett ended up with 7. Sophie Shapiro, ended up with 6. And then a couple of points each for Gabby Cook there at the end, as well as Lane Logan, and 1 point for Lainey McFarland. Collinsville out-rebounded in this game by 1, 15-14. Collinsville turned the ball over 16 times compared to 14 for Edwardsville. And from the lines, Edwardsville ended up 5 of 13 from the three-point stripe, while Collinsville ended up 3 of 9. And from the free throw lines, Collinsville hit 5 of 6, while Edwardsville hit 9 of 12. That's going to do it for us tonight. We are right back here in this very gymnasium tomorrow night. This time it's the boys' turn as your Collinsville Kahawks put that 17-0 record on the line against the Edwardsville Tigers. We'll be on the air right after the junior varsity game ends, and we'll be there with the Chiropractic Works pregame show tomorrow night. Big thank you to Colin Moore joining us on the pregame interview tonight. Big thank you again to Katie Mitchell joining us on the postgame show. And as always, a big thank you to my partner in crime, and that would be young Mr. Chris Kettler. My name is Todd Duke. Until tomorrow night, everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening.